Okay. I think I'm live here on Facebook. I just wanted to talk and jump on, spontaneously talk about something that's kind of cool to me. Yeah, let me put that down a little bit. Present myself a little better. I know they've got DVDs on the top, but forgive me. I like movies a lot. They're fucking amazing. Some of the shit I watch. It's good chill out time, but it's more than that. My love of movies is very deep. Like my brain, high passion. My love of chakras is probably deeper than my love of film. So I don't know. The love of the human, huh? The love of the human. So yeah, I just want to jump on with that. How do you know something's toxic and you a healthy immediate detoxification symptom versus keeping it in? The confusion. It's been on my mind due to experience, which I'll relay, and I'm sure you guys watching this will be able to relate 100% to what I'm about to say in your own experiences. But also this book, which is really cool too, called Goodbye Germ Theory. It's a bit mucky. I put the black oxygen fulvic acid on it, but it's a really good book, and that's related to it too. It reminded me, plus my experiences, so I thought I'd jump on and do this live. So, how do we know something is super toxic? How do you know you're healthy? And how do you know something is super toxic? Versus someone being exposed to the same poison. I was gonna say shit there. Did say shit. How do you know someone is exposed to the same poison? A healthy versus unhealthy person is going to have a different reaction to said poison. That's a fact. Same poison. So would that be? I'll give you examples from my experiences. So one poison would be car road fumes, inhalation of car road exhaust poison. Two people getting it. Another example is vaccinations. Two people getting the same vaccinations. Another one is bleach. I can smell bleach over there. Parents are fucking bleach in the house. Fourth one, air fresheners. Another fucking poison. I know. Yeah, I think you know already. I think you guys know. She's just nailed it. She said you're healthy if you're sensitive to toxic things. Yep, you're going to get an immediate. If you're healthy, you're going to get an immediate detoxification reaction of some sort to the poison, because effectively it means your immune system is working a-okay, fucking like it should do from the godly divine that you are, and also your detoxification channels, whichever ones you believe in, even if you believe urine's a detoxification channel, but all of them, especially the skin, breath, probably the most powerful, the breath and the skin, colon, whatever. It comes out quick. So this is obvious, right? This is why it's good to have a cold. You know, the flu season. As this book's reminded me, I always forget shit. Just don't focus on it until books. This is why book reading is so important, because we forget about shit until we read a book and we're like, oh yeah, I used to know that. But yeah, with the flu season, this book's saying, you know, it makes sense. Why does the flu season come up and people get the flu? First of all, it's a good sign, because it means that your body's kicking out shit. Would you rather have the flu? Would you rather have the measles as a kid? Remember the measles, the chicken pox as a kid? Yeah, that's a good thing. It means the immune system's working properly. Alright. So it's breaking up here a little bit. Sarah, man. Cool, good to see you. So yeah, it means the immune system's breaking up a little bit. You're getting detoxification. If you want to go deeper, illness is a sign of celebration. An early age. Early age illnesses and young age having a cold, the flu, you know. I mean, ideally, there's levels, right? I mean, probably most of us here haven't heard of the cold or flu in a long time. But then if someone does get a cold or flu, good on them, because remind yourself that that means at least their immune system and their detoxification channels are working to emit the poison, fever too, right? All these things are coming out, so it's trying, versus even lower down than people that don't get the flu and the measles, ever. I mean, there's a level below that, and that is that the poisons and the toxins, your body's just not open. There's no way that the body's so overloaded. The detox versus retox has got so out of balance. The toxins, there's so many toxins that now you can't, the body doesn't even attempt. The body knows it hasn't got a chance to remove these poisons. Therefore, you don't get the cold or flu, the measles, and then you fucking come up with what is ultimately way worse, which is called a chronic disease at age 50, a heart attack at 30, you drop dead, a stroke, mini strokes, Alzheimer's, dementia, which, by the way, builds and starts very early on, if you believe mainstream science, even them lot. 20 years before someone officially starts getting dementia and Alzheimer's. Cancer's always inside us, right? It's all that shit. So, yeah, so just quickly, examples of, from me, that I always relate to is, listen, I'm still here in the Matrix, in a town, and I have to walk along busy roads. Actually, the road I live on is busy. The road that I go to the town is busy too, even though there's another road that's even busier. So I try my best, and I'm very conscious of the fact that when you walk alongside a road, a busy road, I think it's a lot easier for people in the USA than the UK because UK is fucking crammed, man. It's fucking crammed. They cram us like sheep. And also, quickly, I saw in the news, the mainstream news yesterday, that in the UK they dump. I'm sure. No, I don't know if you say it's fucked up too, but in the UK that they dump like when there's what is it? Too much rain. They dump loads of sewer into the river, loads of sewage into the river. Like, and it happened like 400,000 times. 200,000. I'm lying. Don't exaggerate. 200,000 times last year. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in the news. A, that was exposed, and B, the amount of times the sewage, poo basically, and other crap is dumped into our rivers. Not the, and then we know the sea's fucked. Go and look at Seaspiracy, and but also the rivers too. Where am I going with that one? Anyway, I don't know. The roads. So in the UK, it's way worse. The roads, like if you live in the towns and cities, which most people do in the UK, it's a crammed place and it's crazy. So whenever I go walk in, and I try use the less busy roads, but it's still busy though. Um, Here's what I notice. Um, as a person that works on their health, like you guys, and is sensitive, I can actually, when you smell car fumes, by the way, that means you're inhaling it and it's gone into your system definitely. The two worst times is an interesting fact for you. With car fumes, I learned a documentary. Sometimes it's good to watch TV. Some programs, little bits, you can get little nuggets here and there. And one thing to observe with car toxicity and the car fumes, the most times when a car is likely to emit its exhaust isn't when it's maintaining a constant speed. It's when it's accelerating, decelerating. At that time, the exhaust goes up, the emissions, and if you're standing on the pedestrians near that at that moment when it's accelerating or decelerating, shit, you're in trouble, and you'll smell it probably. And also, what's the other time? When it's going from stop to start. So it's stopped at the traffic lights, it's stopped at the pedestrian crossing, and it starts again. So literally, by the way, I'll share with you too. When now I walk along roads a lot, man. You know, just depends on where you live. I'm always conscious of I'm always conscious of the cars, at what rate of speed they're going. I'm like, okay, if it's going at fast but it's constant speed, I'm like, okay, don't worry, that exhaust won't go inside me. But if I see the car decelerate because I'm coming up to a roundabout, I'm walking up next to a roundabout and I see loads of cars decelerating, I'm like, fuck. At which point I hold my breath. And by the way, that goes deeper because if you hold your breath, you still inhale 15% of air from holding your breath. But that's good. I mean, it's better than not holding your breath, right? So at least I'm being proactive with my health as much as possible. I guess I could run, but I don't know, I don't run. I'm not that sad. I'm pretty sad. I'd rather hold my breath, but I don't want to run. Like, I should do that really. But anyway, so yeah, that's a good tip, isn't it? Like, if you ever see a car, if you're ever near pedestrian crossing traffic lights and you see the car from stop to move, you'll see the car, you even see the car exhaust fume, but just know at that point that it's from the stopping to acceleration, or when it's going fast, it has to deaccelerate when it's coming up to the roundabout, when it's coming up to pedestrian crossing, it's the most. Anyway, going all over the place with this, but dropping some good bombs. I hope you're learning something from me here. We all learn from each other. So that's good. And yeah, with the sensitivity, so I'm constantly when I'm walking to town, which takes about 20 minutes, I'm by the cars in the road, and I can tell immediately when I've inhaled, not just from the smell, but actually what happens with me, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate, is my skin starts getting itchy. Literally, my skin starts getting itchy. So wait, A, that's good, because I'm sensitive, which means just basically I worked on my health, and my body's detoxification channels are working properly. And one of the primary detoxification channels, the breath and the skin. And every time I feel myself getting itchy after inhaling toxic car fumes, um, I know that I've inhaled poison, but I'm also kind of happy. I'm a bit annoyed if I'm being honest, because I think, fuck, I wish that hadn't got in me. But then really I should be happy because it means that my detoxification channels are working. My skin channel is not blocked up, and which also means my liver's working properly, right? The liver, the skin connection. I mean, when the skin's not eliminating toxins, and the breath's not, the liver's fucked, and it's all linked together, right? So my liver's good, and that's good to know. And it happens instantly. It's really amazing. It reminds me of the divinity of the power of the human body to detoxify quickly the poisons out of the system. So that's pretty powerful. Well done, human body. Thank you, God, for that one. I'm grateful for the skin. Who would have thought? Yeah, that itchiness, that itchy feeling is really powerful. By the way, very, very, very key eliminator of toxin. That's number one, and it was number two I was going to tell you. And oh yeah, number two, and this is the one I've only heard about me talking about that one. Maybe someone said it to me on Facebook once, or maybe I've seen it around. I'm sure you guys can relate to it though. Let me know. I don't want. I know I'm not alone with that one. It literally pulls out the skin and the breath when you around cars because you're just inhaling crap. The second one, which I have heard from a lot of people on here, is inhaling toxin. Air fresheners and all that poison. So air fresheners, fake perfumes, yada yada that women, guys even use, fucking hell, all that bullshit. So when we inhale that, we often get a headache straight away. What does that mean? It means the toxins are coming out straight away. But it also means the poison's gone in. And it also tells you, by the way, that car fumes and air fresheners, to us, to the woke, the car fresheners are toxic. But here's the thing, the unhealthy people don't get a headache immediately after being around air fresheners and putting a poison on their skin every day. So A, they don't get the feedback system that it's bad for them, and the reason why is because they're toxic and they're fucking fucked up. Their detoxification channels aren't putting out. Basically, they're inhaling the air fresheners and the perfumes and thinking, "Oh, I smell lovely," but what's happening is the poisons are going in the body and they're not coming out. So they're not just sitting in the bloodstream; they're going into deeper part of the body and not coming out. What does that mean? It means the air freshener poison is going deeper in the body, not coming out, and also, what is that going to mean in the future? It means that that's going to cause a disease, a serious chronic disease, or a quick heart attack, stroke, and you're fucking dumb. And then you'll be like, oh, they was healthy all their life. They was healthy. They seemed to be healthy, those lot. He was always healthy, always eating well. Didn't seem to have any symptoms, and then he died quite sudden. Yeah, because the fucking air freshener and all the poisons were didn't have a chance to detoxify and get out through the skin, the breath, the colon, even the urine, if you believe the urine is, and didn't have a chance. And it went inside the body, into the tissues, the muscles, the fascia, because your body's got infinite depth, it would seem, of how much it can hide toxic, quite a lot, before it shows up into a physical manifestation of a chronic disease or whatever. Your body can take a lot of abuse. That's the God. That's the power of what's been created for you by God, which is you. You know, it gives you a chance. Even cancer gives you a chance. Cancer's a wake up call. All diseases, chronic diseases, are a wake up call. The body doesn't. Most of the time, the body won't kill you straight away. It gives you a chance to ship up and shape up in this reincarnation and give yourself a chance to fight it. But then people don't realize the toxins are coming in. Same with the car fumes. People do. I reckon most people that they're unhealthy. They're breathing that shit in, walking down the side of the road, or even being in cars because they have the windows open, and other people's car fumes go into your car fumes. Oh, that's another good point. When I make this super long, just like to talk. Not really. I like to share the knowledge of what little tidbits that I like to learn. Well, the generic point, I'm sure you agree with me. There's little tidbits here. So also, when you're in a car and you're in traffic in a car, and even if the windows are closed, you're in traffic, right? Every time your car decelerates because you're in traffic, and the other car in front accelerates, what did I say earlier? Acceleration, deceleration. The car exhaust fume comes out the most. And even if you close your windows, we know that air goes through windows, or you'd fucking die in a tin can car if it was the windows were closed 24/7. So what I'm saying is almost as bad as being a pedestrian by the side of the road when a car's accelerating, decelerating, or stopping and starting. Almost as bad, actually, probably fucking worse, is being in a car yourself and being in a car and having to stop, start, decelerate, which is pretty much every car person's experience. Because no one, let me see, starts a car at 60 miles an hour and goes in front of you, right? You're always in traffic. You always have to stop, start. There's always other cars on the road. So, and even if it's just your car, you're poisoning other people with your acceleration, deceleration, right? So, yeah, where was I going with that? Crazy brain. Just wanted to get that bit of knowledge out there. But yeah, oh yeah. So other people won't be getting that symptom because they're too toxic and the detoxification channels are closed. So they won't be getting what I get and what you guys probably get, some kind of obvious detoxification symptom like my skin itching every time I'm in a car with traffic, or as me, pedestrian walking on the road. And that will cause fucking serious problems down the line. There is such thing in this life as the law of karma. If you don't fucking understand health and happiness here in this vibration, you're gonna suffer, man. And too bad. It doesn't really matter because you're infinite, but it's not nice to suffer in your body with a chronic disease, is it, for 10, 20 years? I don't really want to see anyone do that, let alone my friends and family. Especially if you know it's preventable. Like, what is it that meme I'll never forget? That the hardest thing in the world, and this is relatable to the COVID vaccine and all that shit that our loved ones, including my parents, have got done. The hardest thing in the world is to see other people, to watch other people drown, knowing that all they have to do to save themselves is to stand up. It's so hard. And the funny thing is, everyone watching this, You know how it is, man. It's hard. It's fucking hard. Because we know how to heal them, but they won't do it. But that's okay. I don't really talk to them at the end of the day. We don't have influence over them. We have influence only over us. We are here for each other as light workers, and that's why I'm doing this video for you guys, just to let you know that it's a good sign when you get detox reactions, and it also tells you what's poisonous and a reason why people don't connect the dots with car fumes being poisonous with their own reference experiences, air fresheners and those poisons, those two small examples. There's obviously bigger ones than that. It's because they don't feel the side effects like we do. So because we do, we notice it's bad, and that's because our detoxification channels and our cleansiness is working. They don't have the internal cleansiness, so they don't feel the bad stuff. Therefore, they don't understand and make the connection. And if you was them, you probably wouldn't understand too, unless you have the knowledge that me and you have acquired. You would, because we don't get the bad. We would be like them, not get the bad headaches. We wouldn't connect dots. It's only when we get the most obvious reference experiences of, oh shit, I'm now really itchy being around the cars. Oh, connect the dots. Oh, fucking poison. Oh, I'm getting a headache, which is really not good. Although it is really, because you're getting out poisons. You know, you're getting the obvious stuff from that. So, what a mad world. Can you imagine being in their bodies? That's psychedelic. Thinking about that, being in a toxic, physically healthy. I'm not talking about emotionally toxic. Although there are those too. Physically unhealthy. To me, that's a mind fuck. Being in a physically unhealthy person's body where they don't get detox reactions from things that we always do, which is poisons, basically. Mad. I can't even imagine it. Must be great living the illusion of a lie. Like the feedback's not there. The feedback that's so important about the human body to really progress in health is not there. The feedback system, because the channels, the detoxification channels, are so fucked. Because you just never focus on your health. That'd be fucked up life, man. That's an illusion. That's the biggest lie. One of the biggest. There's no feedback. If you ain't got no feedback, how can you fucking change? You have to learn about true health through social media, through books, and really work on yourself to get those reference experiences to open up the channels to detoxification so you can feel the symptoms when something bad is, right? It's okay to know bad things. Like we know that toxic car fumes are toxic air fresheners, but it's much better to combine knowledge and logic with experience of you getting a detoxification reaction as soon as you've done something. Same with dry fasting, urine therapy, all the amazing things. When you get detoxification reaction, it's so nice to know that it's the poison. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say really. Been all over the place with my videos today, but that's good. That's how I roll. And yeah, that's it pretty much. I appreciate everyone for watching. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy yourself. Look after yourself. Stay healthy. Be aware. And yeah, peace. Bye.